Hi, welcome back to our channel. If you're preparing for your U.S. citizenship interview, then this is the video for you. In this video, you'll learn how to practice full yes/no questions on the N400 Part 9 for the citizenship interview. This video is divided into 3 groups. Group 1, these questions that you must answer yes. Group 2, these questions that you should answer no. Group 3, these questions that you may answer yes or no. After watching this video, you'll be able to answer questions from the N400 Part 9 with ease. Group 1, these questions that you must answer yes. Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? Yes. Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? Yes. If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction? Yes. Group 2. These questions that you should answer no. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way? Have you ever registered to vote or voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? No. Since you became a lawful permanent resident, have you called yourself a non-resident alien on a federal, state, or local tax return, or decided not to file a tax return because you considered yourself to be a non-resident? No. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any communist or totalitarian party anywhere in the world? No. Have you ever advocated, supported, and promoted any of the following or been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any group anywhere in the world that advocated any of the following? Opposition to all organized government, world communism, the establishment in the United States of a totalitarian dictatorship, the overthrow by force or violence or other unconstitutional means of the government of the United States or all forms of law? No. Have you ever advocated, supported, and promoted any of the following or been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any group anywhere in the world that advocated any of the following? The unlawful assaulting or killing of any officer or officers of the government of the United States or any other organized government because of their official character? The unlawful damage, injury, or destruction of property or sabotage? No. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that used a weapon or explosive with the intent to harm another person or cause damage to property. No. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that engaged, participated in kidnapping, assassination, or hijacking or sabotage of an airplane, ship, vehicle, or other mode of transportation? No. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that threatened, attempted, tried, conspired, planned with others, prepared, planned, advocated for, or incited, encouraged others to commit any of the acts listed in item numbers 6A or 6B? No. Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in any of the following? Torture, genocide, killing or trying to kill any person? No. Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in any of the following? Intentionally and severely injuring or trying to injure any person? Any kind of sexual contact or activity with any person who did not consent, did not agree, or was unable to consent, could not agree, or was being forced or threatened by you or by someone else? No. Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in any of the following? Not letting someone practice their religion, causing harm or suffering to any person because of their race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? No. Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, helped, or participated in any military or police unit? Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, helped, or participated in any armed group, a group that carries weapons? For example, paramilitary unit, a group of people who act like a military group but are not part of the official military, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, or guerrilla group? No. Have you ever worked, volunteered, or otherwise served in a place where people were detained, forced to stay, for example, a prison, jail, prison camp, a camp where prisoners of war or political prisoners are kept, detention facility, or labor camp? Or have you ever directed or participated in any other activity that involved detaining people? No. Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so? If you answered yes to item number 10A when you were part of this group or when you helped this group, did you ever use a weapon against another person? If you answered yes to item number 10A when you were part of this group or when you helped this group, did you ever threaten another person that you would use a weapon against that person? No. Have you ever sold, provided, or transported weapons or assisted any person in selling, providing, or transporting weapons which you knew or believed would be used against another person? Have you ever received any weapons training, paramilitary training, or other military type training? No. Have you ever recruited, asked, enlisted, signed up, conscripted, required to join, or used any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed group or attempted or worked with others to do so? Have you ever used any person under 15 years of age to take part in hostilities or attempted or worked with others to do so? This could include participating in combat or providing services related to combat, such as serving as a messenger or transporting supplies. No. Have you ever engaged in prostitution, attempted to procure or import prostitutes or persons for the purpose of prostitution, or received any proceeds or money from prostitution? Have you ever manufactured, cultivated, produced, distributed, dispensed, sold, or smuggled, trafficked any controlled substances, illegal drugs, narcotics, or drug paraphernalia in violation of any law or regulation of a U.S. state, the United States, or a foreign country? No. Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time? Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit? Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally? No. Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? Have you ever failed to support your dependents, pay child support, or to pay alimony, court ordered financial support after divorce or separation? Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States? No. Have you ever given the U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States? No. Have you ever been placed in removal, rescission, or deportation proceedings? Have you ever been removed or deported from the United States? No. Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? No. Have you ever left the United States to avoid being drafted in the U.S. Armed Forces? Have you ever applied for any kind of exemption from military service in the U.S. Armed Forces? Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? No. Have you ever been court-martialed or have you received a discharge characterized as other than honorable, bad conduct, or dishonorable while in the U.S. Armed Forces? Have you ever been discharged from training or service in the U.S. Armed Forces because you were an alien? Have you ever deserted from the U.S. Armed Forces? No. Group 3. These questions that you may answer yes or no, it depends on your situation. Do you currently owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes in the United States? No. Yes. And if you owe taxes, the officer might ask, are you planning to pay your overdue taxes? Yes. Or the officer might ask you directly, do you have a payment plan with the IRS? Yes. Or they may phrase it, do you have any payment arrangements with the IRS? Yes. Here are the documents. Have you ever been arrested, cited, detained, or confined by any law enforcement officer, military official in the U.S. or elsewhere, or immigration official for any reason or been charged with a crime or offense? No. Yes. If you have received any traffic tickets behind the wheel, you must answer yes to this question. So the traffic ticket is a citation. Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed on probation, or been paroled? No. Yes. If you answered yes, have you completed the probation or parole? Yes or no. Are you a person born as a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthdays? No. Yes. If you answered yes to item number 22A, did you register for the Selective Service? No. Yes. If you answered yes to item number 22B, provide information about your registration. No. Yes. If you answered yes to item number 26A, are you scheduled to deploy outside the United States, including to a vessel within the next 3 months? No. Yes. If you answered yes to item number 26A, are you currently stationed outside the United States? No. Yes. If you answered no to item number 26A, are you a former U.S. military service member who is currently residing outside of the U.S.? Yes or no. Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country? No. Yes. If you answered yes to item number 30A, are you willing to give up any inherited titles or orders of nobility that you have in a foreign country at your naturalization ceremony? Yes. Thank you for watching. Please leave us a like or a comment if you like this video. Good luck and goodbye.